It's time for Bronco Volleyball on Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Price Chopper, Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial, the Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Cedar Lake Village, Crown Realty, the Elliott Insurance Group, Prime Accounting Solutions, Farmers Insurance, Leah Smith Agency, Tri-Century Bank, Allstate, Libby Clark Agency, the Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Spring Hill Fitness, Perfect Detail Salon, and Whitesell Optometry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Bronco Volleyball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back live to Spring Hill High School for another round of volleyball action from the Spring Hill High School Round Robin Volleyball Tournament. And we've got the de facto championship game coming up for you. Spring Hill and Blue Valley Southwest. Both teams 3-0 today. So this will decide who's going to come home as the winner, if you will, of this round robin tournament. They've each got one more match to play after this. Spring Hill will play McPherson immediately following this match, and Blue Valley Southwest, after a round off, will take on KC Piper in the final match of the tournament. But with both teams being 3-0, it comes down to this one. We'll decide who's going to be the champions of this Spring Hill round robin volleyball tournament. It's a great matchup between Spring Hill and Blue Valley Southwest. Second time they've faced over the last several weeks. They played back on September 19th. It went 3 sets, and it took a comeback from Spring Hill after Blue Valley Southwest won the first set 25-22, and then Spring Hill rebounded with a 27-25 win in the second set and a 25-17 win in the third set to get that victory and improve at the time to 16-0. The Spring Hill Broncos now find themselves at 24-0. Entering this one, and the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves now 11-10 on the season. They've gone 3-0 here at this tournament. That's our matchup as we are inside the Comfort Designs pregame show. We'll take a look more at this matchup and what happened the last time these two teams faced as we get you all set for this one with some keys to this match as well. It's all coming up here on the Comfort Designs pregame show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. This is Bronco Volleyball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome back to the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. Our matchup is the championship of this tournament, the Spring Hill Broncos and the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves, both 3-0. It's our matchup brought to you by Spring Hill Fitness, your local community gym. Spring Hill Fitness is dedicated to making a friendly, judgment-free environment open 24/7. Check them out on Facebook or call 913-686-2027. First time these two teams played, the statistics say that Blue Valley Southwest probably should have won that match. They had more kills, they hit a higher percentage, they had more blocks, they had more aces, they had less serve-receive errors. Really all the stats went in favor of Blue Valley Southwest except for the points. Those went to Spring Hill. They won it in 3 sets, 2-1. The only real statistical category that Spring Hill won was their serving percentage, and not to downplay that, that's important. Obviously a very important part of the game is serving, and Spring Hill served at 94.5%. Blue Valley Southwest, 88.2%. The Timberwolves did have 8 service errors in that match. Spring Hill had 4 service errors of their own, but across the board, the stats favored Blue Valley Southwest, albeit very close. It was not like they blew Spring Hill away in many of those statistical categories, but Blue Valley Southwest probably feels like they let one slip away, a chance to send Spring Hill their first loss of the year back on the 19th of September. For Spring Hill, they may have in some ways dodged a bullet that night, but this time around, they're looking to keep the good times rolling at 24-0. They have not lost a set since they dropped that opening set against Blue Valley Southwest back on September 19th. That is the last time this team has lost a single set in a match. They have gone 54-7 this year in the set scores, if you will, and 24-0 overall record for Spring Hill. Keys to the game are brought to you by Crown Realty. Let Crown Realty help you get the keys to your dream home, and check out all of their listings at crownrealty.com. If you're in the market to sell your home, remember the key is a great agent. That's what you'll find at Crown Realty in Spring Hill. Call 913-592-2222. Well, we'll start with the defensive key, if you will, is to shut down Samantha Schnitta. The senior for Blue Valley Southwest had 19 kills against Spring Hill the first time they played. Now, they've got some other girls that certainly can be a factor up there. Rachel Kerr, another senior, and Miranda Nolte, a third senior attacker for Blue Valley Southwest. They both had 9 kills to go along with the 19 from Schnitta, but that was who they turned to, and they needed points, and that's who they turned to as their leader on the attack. And she'll attack from front row, back row, you name it. Sounds a lot like Jalen Stevenson, perhaps. You're used to seeing her for Spring Hill attacking front row, back row again, you name it. And she had 11 kills against Blue Valley Southwest, but Addie Hedrick was the key in that one. 13 kills for the freshman, a season high for her in the win over Blue Valley Southwest. And something that Daphne Gardner has done well all year, she spread that attack around. Hedrick had 11, Hedrick had 13, Stevenson had 11, Allie Frank had 7, and Kate Frakes had 6 kills, while Riley Serpan chipped in 4 as well. So this was a team that spread the wealth in order to battle back from behind to beat Blue Valley Southwest the first time they played. We'll see if they could do that again in this go-round. It's the championship. Basically, there's not necessarily a defined championship match at this round-robin tournament, but with both these teams at 3-0, only one match to go after this for each, this will decide it, who is crowned the champ of this round-robin tournament. Blue Valley Southwest and Spring Hill. It's coming up right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live. You've been watching the Comfort Designs pregame show. Back for the first serve right after this.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent is Leah Smith. With more than 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri, Leah is sure to customize the right plan for you. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-221-0755. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Open, flexible, and dedicated to our clients with impeccable customer support. That's why you choose Tri-Century Bank. Have your bank right in your hands with mobile banking and manage your money from the comfort of your home with convenient online banking. Tri-Century is ideal for your business with competitive rates on loans and credit cards to help meet your goals. For 125 years, Tri-Century Bank has been serving Spring Hill. To learn more, join them for one of their monthly coffees. See upcoming events at tricentury.bank.
This is Bronco Volleyball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your undefeated, number 2 ranked Spring Hill Bronco volleyball team right there as they are getting set to try and turn that record to 25-0. Taking on the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves here in their 4th match of the day at the Spring Hill Round Robin Volleyball Tournament. It's time for the first serve, brought to you by Spring Hill Recreation Commission. With fall sports in full swing, the Spring Hill Rec Commission has turned their sights to basketball season. Registration is open now until November 15th for youth basketball in Spring Hill. Register online at springhillrec.org or by calling 913-592-2214. So Spring Hill's 3 victories today have come against Turner in the first match, Paola in the second match, Piper in the second match, and then Paola in their third match. And for Blue Valley Southwest, they started the day out with a win over Paola in 2 straight sets. Then they beat McPherson in 2 straight, and then they beat Turner in 2 straight. So both teams, not only are they 3-0, but both teams have swept all 3 of their matches to this point. As we get set for this de facto championship match between Blue Valley Southwest and Spring Hill. Stevenson, Frakes, and Gardner, the 3 on the front there. Gardner, the setter, number 8. Stevenson, their kills leader there, number 10. And Frakes, number 6, standing out there behind Stevenson. And will play the middle for the Broncos. And on the back row for Spring Hill, in the gold jersey, the libero is Caitlin Rexroth, the lone senior on this team. And then you've got Kate Milroy, number 1, standing on the back line, and Mariah Hess right in the middle of that back row. And the first serve of the match is up and over from Brooke Pelfrey of Blue Valley Southwest. And Stevenson gets the first swing, but it's Samantha Schnitta, along with some help from Lauren Heck, that put the block up there in front of her and put the first point on the board to Blue Valley Southwest. So we just saw from Heck and Schnitta up front as well, Miranda Nolte. Brooke Pelfrey, their server. Here's Stevenson from about the 10-foot line, able to put one away for Spring Hill and even us up at 1 apiece. And joining those 3 names I've called for Blue Valley Southwest on the floor to start things is the Rachel Kerr, another senior. She's in the middle back right now as Gardner sends that serve to her. That's Pelfrey setting up Schnitta, who's a little deep on the attack. And the libero for Blue Valley Southwest is Reagan Towns. So 2-1 lead now for Spring Hill. Those starting lineups, by the way, brought to you by Perfect Details Salon at 516 North Webster in Spring Hill. Broncos will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at Perfect Details Salon, where they're devoted to making clients flawless from head to toe. Make an appointment online at salonperfectdetails.com or by calling 913-592-5022. That was Samantha Schnitta on the kill for Blue Valley Southwest. She had 19 kills in that 3-set loss for Blue Valley Southwest against Spring Hill back on the 19th of September. Even at 2, just underway. Serve from Nolte, and that is deep. Another service error. So already a couple of errors back there for Blue Valley Southwest. They had 8 service errors in that loss to Spring Hill. One of the few statistical categories that Spring Hill had the advantage in. They had 4 service errors themselves, the Broncos did. Stevenson to serve now. And she gives the point right back with a service error of her own. Both teams maybe a little amped up for this one, a little strong right now on the serving game. Let's see if the libero for Blue Valley Southwest, Reagan Taus, keeps one in. Gardner bumps that up for Serpan. Cross court finds a little hole between Pelfrey and Taus, or a check that Pelfrey and Webb. And it's a kill for Riley Serpan. One of the many underclassmen on this squad, only a sophomore is Serpan. Here's a sophomore as well, Kate Frakes. Pelfrey with the back set for Schnitta. From that 10-foot line, sends it cross court, but Gardner plays it nicely. And then Addie Hedrick, who had a big-time performance against Blue Valley Southwest the first time these two teams faced, comes up with her first kill of this match. She had 13 in the win over the Timberwolves. That led the team that night. Served by Frakes into the net. So send it back the other way, and it's a 5-4 Spring Hill lead. Pelfrey will sit down, and Taylor Stockman comes in for Blue Valley Southwest. Stockman, a sophomore, had 6 kills against Spring Hill earlier this year. This time it's Stevenson who sets up Hedrick. Cross court dug by Pelfrey. Schnitta back set over to the right side for Stockman, and fresh off the bench, he comes up with a kill to even it up at 5 apiece. Schnitta will serve a couple of aces to go along with that 19-kill performance. Gardner to the middle for Allie Frank. Popped up high off the block. Schnitta will set it left side to Kerr. Cross court, ricochets off the block, kept up by Hedrick. Now they'll send it to the right side. Cross court from Stockman, played by the back row. In the middle was Stevenson, and then Serpan, a little down ball, able to find that back corner. Couple of kills for Riley Serpan. She'll come out as the server will check in to be Kate Milroy. A 6-5 Spring Hill lead. Good aggressive serve there by Milroy. Schnitta back set to Kerr. Popped up by their Diggs leader, the libero, Caitlin Rexroth, but they end up with 4 contacts, so we're tied now at 6. Nolte back on, replacing Webb in the lineup for Blue Valley Southwest. Gardner back set to Hedrick, down the line, and just caught it. Well, back and forth start, similar to what we saw a couple of weeks ago when these two teams faced. Now Mariah Hess with the serve. Schnitta jumps up, sets it out to Nolte, who either mistimed her jump or just mistimed the swing, but that ball just barely caught her hand on the way by, and the miss hit on the attack air makes it 8-6 in favor of Spring Hill. Schnitta sets it up for Stockman. Good block put on it by Stevenson and Frank, but it's kept alive and then put away by Nolte. Rachel Kerr was able to keep that one alive after it looked like Stevenson and Frank had put up a perfect double block for a point, but not to be the case. 8-7 Spring Hill by 1. Gardner into the middle alley. Frank stuck it on the block, and it's a kill for Allie. A 9-7 lead now for the Broncos, and it'll be Caitlin Rexroth to serve. He's put together 5 aces today, back on that service line. Has 17 on the season. Nolte, strong cross-court attack back near the bleachers. It's played, and there's a whistle, though, and there's a net violation against Spring Hill. So all that hustle ends up for naught. I didn't see him signal a number for that net violation, and I didn't happen to catch it myself. But either way, it's a point for Blue Valley Southwest. Hedrick will return and replace Hess. And Pelfrey returns for Blue Valley Southwest. She'll come in and serve. 9-8, Spring Hill with the 1-point lead. Gardner bumps it high left to Stevenson. It was a little tight to the net, though. They'll play on as Schnitta did get a hand on it, allowing for that extra contact by Spring Hill. A block put up in front of Schnitta, kept alive by Blue Valley Southwest. Nolte comes right down the line, but misses it wide to the left. 10-8 Spring Hill. Serpan back on, replaces Milroy. Freshman Daphne Gardner with the serve coming up for the Broncos. And that is deep. Third service error already for Spring Hill. Nolte sends it back for Blue Valley Southwest, and now Stevenson running up to get that set that was a little bit mistimed with Gardner. Schnitta, perfect swing on that one, cross-court kill. And we're even at 10. Well, shouldn't be surprised. These two teams were dead even back and forth the first time they played. Gardner into the middle for Frakes. Good dig by the libero Taus for Blue Valley Southwest. Free ball comes back, though, and then above the net, going up above the setter that time. To play, it was Lauren Hack, and she's going to get called for it. So, got just a little bit greedy on that. Was close to being an overpass. It never really came back to the net, though. It stayed on the side of the Broncos, and Hack just anticipating a little bit too much that ball was going to float a little further than it did. That's Heck there, tapping it across. They'll set up into the back row for Stevenson. It goes a little off-speed attack that time. When we see her attack, and she usually doesn't lose any aggression on that attack from the back row, but that time, wisely played a little off-speed and dropped it down, 12-10. And now gets a little help from the tape on the top of the net for an ace. Her team leading 31st of the season. Stevenson last year led the team in both kills and aces, and at this juncture of the 2019 season, she's also the team leader in kills and aces. 13-10 Broncos. Schnitta off balance off the set behind her by Pelfrey. Here comes Stevenson from the back row, but it's dug up. Two contact over. Serpan into the back corner that was wide open. Riley Serpan's got 3 kills in this opening set and pushes the lead to 4 and draws a timeout out of Blue Valley Southwest. 14-10, Spring Hill the lead right now on Blue Valley Southwest, midway through the first on Spring Hill Sports Live.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. This is Bronco Volleyball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
14-10 Spring Hill lead coming out of a timeout taken by Blue Valley Southwest head coach Kate Schnitta, and it's Jalen Stevenson on the serve for Spring Hill. Pelfrey shoots it out left to Kerr. She goes right down the line for the point. So the Timberwolves do answer out of the timeout. Get the side out and bring it back over to their side for Towles. And before the serve from Towles, they'll make a change up front. Ashlyn Howard comes in for Reese Bates. Now ready for play, and here comes the serve from the sophomore Taos. Gardner, back set for Serpan. And off the block, that'll be a point for Serpan on her 4th kill. That matches the total she had in 3 sets against Blue Valley Southwest earlier this year. Had 4 kills the entire match. She's got 4 in the first 15 points for Spring Hill in this one. Good serve by Frakes, forcing a scramble from Blue Valley Southwest, and they're unable to return it. Came in right off the floor to Towles, and then a diving effort by Pelfrey, their setter. And that kind of tripped up Alexis Webb, who had to try to navigate through 2 of her teammates to get to the ball. 16-11. Webb this time, good serve receive pass up to Pelfrey, trying to dump it across on second contact, but not fooled was the Spring Hill defense. And now Schnitta on the right side. That will be a kill for Samantha Schnitta, her 3rd. And it's 16-12 Spring Hill. Schnitta out of the front row now as the server. And it clips the top of the net, and there's an ace. So we've seen each team now benefit by having a serve take the quick route down to the floor off the net and straight down. This one floats across clean, but an overpass on the serve receive up onto the antenna, and it's now 16-14. Back-to-back aces from Samantha Schnitta. This time Gardner gets a clean set up, mistimed it with Allie Frank. So it came kind of arcing over instead of more the downward trajectory. This one from Serpan floats out of bounds deep, and it's 16-15. Spring Hill had opened up a little 5-point cushion, but quickly closing that gap is Blue Valley Southwest. They're back within 1, and the serve on the way from Schnitta. Serpan running into her setter Gardner. Taps it across. Now back comes Kerr for Blue Valley Southwest. Quick set in the middle. Frank able to get a shoulder on it after his block right back at her, but good job Ashlyn Howard in the middle, turning Allie Frank away, and now we're tied at 16. Gardner setting in the back row to Stevenson. One hand up by Kerr. Nicely played. Howard taps it across, and a scramble back into the back corner goes Rexroth and Stevenson, but they can't bring it back across, and now it's a 17-16 lead for Blue Valley Southwest, and that will force Erica Book to take a timeout. 1-point lead now for Blue Valley Southwest. Back in 4th we go. 17-16 Timberwolves on Spring Hill Sports Live.
What if grass wasn't just for mowing? What if all the games weren't on TV? What if you saw the grandkids on more than just holidays? What if you got out of the house more often, maybe for good? Cedar Lake Village Senior Living. Life is how you live, not just where. To learn more, call 888-508-2022.
This is Bronco Volleyball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Serve on the way from Blue Valley Southwest. Samantha Schnitta out of the timeout, and it's Rexroth who came in from the back row, but an illegal attack that time for Spring Hill, so it's now 18-16. Big run here from Blue Valley Southwest. They have taken the lead and the momentum, and now uncharacteristically that back set from Gardner, it came into no man's land. Serpan got it over, but you can see just Spring Hill right now just kind of all out of sorts. 19-16 Blue Valley Southwest. Gardner sets middle for Frank. Off the deflection, Webb brought it back up front, and then a good effort there. I would have not had money that Stockman would have been able to even get that one across the net and also inbounds across the net, but she did. It ended up going out of bounds then on the near side, across from where Stockman hit it, but that angle was not conducive for making a play on it. She gave it a good effort, but ultimately the point goes to Spring Hill, which the Broncos definitely needed, but then they give it right back. Peyton Milroy's serve right into the net, and it's 20-17 Blue Valley Southwest. Rachel Kerr on the serve. The set behind Frank, and she's called for a lift. The set is what caused that, though. Frank had it behind her, had to reach backwards instead of being able to come through with that attack on the swing, and it caused it to be called a lift, and it causes Erica Book to take another timeout. Her final timeout of this first set, 21-17, as Blue Valley Southwest has really turned things around from when it was 16-11. They've gone on a 10-1 run, and now they're just 4 points away from taking the first set of this match, which is exactly what they did the first time these two teams played. They took the first set, Blue Valley Southwest, and forced Spring Hill to have to come from behind, which they successfully did, but they were hoping Spring Hill not to have to do that again today. And they still might not have to, but they've got some work to do now, down 4 late in this first set. The Broncos haven't dropped a single set since they lost that opening set back on the 19th to Blue Valley Southwest. Back set from Gardner. This time timed it up well with Addie Hedrick, but a block was put in place. They had it taken away by Nolte and Howard, and it's another point to Blue Valley Southwest. They lead 22-17. Kerr on the serve, and Gardner will set it up into the back row for Stevenson, and just caught the line. Oh boy, do they need that. Jalen Stevenson, just her third kill. And now they need Mariah Hess to step up here on the service line and put together a nice run. First serve is across, and it'll be Nolte on the attack. Off the block, and a point for Blue Valley Southwest. So it's 23-18. Reese Bates, a freshman, has come in to serve here for Blue Valley Southwest. Gardner shoots it out to Stevenson, who hammers it off the block. Kept alive, though, on a diving effort by Schnitta. But now they're going to say out, as you can't really see with the camera the fine support wires there, but that's what the ball hit, causing it to be out of bounds. So it's officially a kill for Stevenson, her fourth, and it makes it 23-19 as Spring Hill tries to fight back here late in the first set. The lone senior Rexroad on the serve, and it's tapped across and down by Lauren Heck. The second contact there by Schnitta on a near overpass is a little bit awkward on the contact, and I think it threw Spring Hill a little bit out. They weren't sure really how to react to that one. Kind of got themselves caught standing and watching, and then Lauren Heck was able to just dump it down across into the wide open corner. 24-19 now. Set point for Blue Valley Southwest. Stevenson trying to get into the back corner and close to being a lift against Pelfrey, and instead it comes back into the middle for the set-ending kill by Samantha Schnitta. So Blue Valley Southwest wins the first set 25-19, and that's the first set that the Broncos have dropped since they last lost an opening set to Blue Valley Southwest back on the 19th of September. They rallied to win the second and third and take that match. They're going to have to do it again here if they want to keep that undefeated record alive. Back for the second set right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. This is Bronco Volleyball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Well, Spring Hill going to have to battle from behind for the first time today. The first set they have lost in almost 3 weeks. First set they dropped today. And for Blue Valley Southwest, they now will try to do what they were unable to do some 3 weeks ago, and they led 1-0 and ended up losing the match 2-1 to Spring Hill. Nolte on the swing here, but played by Rexroth into the middle to Frakes. Gardner stepped. No, I thought she might have stepped under the center line, but they're going to call her for a double contact on that set attempt. So it's 1-0 Blue Valley Southwest as we're just underway in the second set. Timberwolves lead the match 1-0, and that'll go down as an ace as Stevenson on the serve receive kind of deadened it on her arms, and there was nobody there to come and get it. The ace by Pelfrey makes it 2-0. Now Gardner sets it out to Serpan. Lefty unable to terminate the point, but Nolte does for Blue Valley Southwest. And it's quickly 3-0 Timberwolves. Pelfrey's serve that time eats up Rexroth in the back row. A second ace in the last 3 serves for Pelfrey. 4-0 Blue Valley Southwest. Pelfrey again goes to Rexroth. This time she hits it back cleanly. Stevenson unable to put it away, and Nolte drives it into the net. So it's a point Spring Hill, their first of this second set, makes it 4-1. Hedrick now on to replace Hess as Jalen Stevenson gets set to serve for the Broncos, down 4-1 in the second, trailing the match 1-0. Pelfrey out to the left to Schnetta, and she finds just enough space in that back corner. 5-1 in favor of Blue Valley Southwest. Nolte's serve results in an overpass in the joust at the net, won by Blue Valley Southwest. Six-1 lead for the Timberwolves. Serpan cross court. There's enough space there for Riley. She's got a team high 5 kills right now in this match. Spring Hill down 4 as Kate Frakes sends it up and over to Webb. Pelfrey dumping it across and down. And they put that point up on the wrong side of the scoreboard. It should be 7-2 instead of 6-3. Gardner over to Hedrick. Can't put the cross court down, and Kerr will try the same for Blue Valley Southwest, but that won't work out. Now left-handed attack up there from Allie Frank. A lift coming from Schneider, or actually going to call the lift against Howard. So now 6-4 apparently for Spring Hill. I think they're a point flip-flopped on there from a couple of points ago, but we'll see if that comes into play. Kerr can't get the cross-court attempt over, hits it into the net instead. So a 6-5 score now for Kate Milroy to serve. And now they've got that point up there. 7-5 Blue Valley Southwest. So now I think we've got it corrected. Oh, man, that was a close call there. That ball almost was all the way over to the Spring Hill side, but almost doesn't count, unfortunately. And they went over top of the setter, Pelfrey. So it's 8-5 now. Gardner sets it up out to Hedrick. And trying to keep that alive with a one-arm diving dig was the libero Taus, but unsuccessful on it, so it's a kill for Hedrick. And 8-6 the score. Serve over by Hess, and Schneider has to send his sprawling bump set back out to Kerr. Tapped across on second contact by Gardner. Down shot over by Kerr. Gardner running to get under that, sets it up for Stevenson. Right into the arms of Schneider. Now Gardner with a back set on a slide for Allie Frank. Right there in the spot was Webb to dig it. Kerr off the block, and a point for Blue Valley Southwest as Rachel Kerr picks up her second kill. Miranda Nolte returning for Alexis Webb. 9-6 Blue Valley Southwest. Clipping the net and redirects out of bounds. Service error from Rachel Kerr. Rexroth serve right down the line. Played by Kerr, and long run to get to it for Schneider, the setter. Same goes for Gardner on the Spring Hill side. Stevenson can't put it down. Back set comes near side for Stockman, who ricochets through the block, and a kill for Stockman makes it 10-7 Blue Valley Southwest. Serve on the way from Blue Valley Southwest, and it is a point for Spring Hill after, I'm not sure, I'm trying to check who 6 is. They don't list a 6 for the Timberwolves, but nevertheless, the point goes to Spring Hill, 10-8. Broncos trailing as Gardner serves it over. Nolte, and it was touched to the back row by Hess. It was going to be close, probably would have been out, but Hess did not have a lot of reaction time to that ball. It was hammered by Nolte. Kill for the senior Miranda Nolte makes it 11-8. Blue Valley Southwest leads. Gardner tight to the net, got it up for Frakes, but it was blocked back at him. Now a joust between Frakes and Heck wins it. Timeout, Spring Hill. 12-8. Blue Valley Southwest the lead here in the second set on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. This is Bronco Volleyball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
12-8 lead for Blue Valley Southwest on top of Spring Hill as we come back out of the timeout, and a quick point added again to Blue Valley Southwest total. They are up to a 5-point lead now. Brooke Pelfrey on the serve again. Gardner back set for Stevenson. They were not linked up on that one though. Pelfrey now back set for Schnitta and putting the block up on it, but unfortunately out of bounds. Frakes was there with some help from Stevenson, but they couldn't keep it in. 14-8. Finally a service error from Pelfrey to end that run by Blue Valley Southwest. It is now 14-9, Blue Valley Southwest trying to hand a first loss this year to the Spring Hill Broncos. 24-0 for Spring Hill, 11-10 for Blue Valley Southwest. And it was the Timberwolves that won the first set of this match. Nolte with a rocket shot into the back row. Good effort by Stevenson, but that ball, of course, I mean, there's nothing you can do except just get underneath of it and hope for the best, and it happened to come firing right back up to the net. A little joust there, won again by Blue Valley Southwest. Those 50-50 balls have all seemed to go the way of the Timberwolves in this one. 15-9. Serpan clips the net, but able to stay with it. Pelfrey. Now Schnitta off the line. Goes cross court and back row attack coming from Stevenson. Got some help from the net there. They'll certainly take it. At this point, they don't care how it comes. They just need it. 15-10. Broncos down. Sophomore Kate Frakes ready to go. And that ball blocked at the net. A solo block that time for Allie Frank. That's her 15th solo block of the year and her team leading 56th total block. 6-foot junior middle. Second team All-Frontier League last year. Dumping it over on a little jump set that time by Pelfrey. Spring Hill did a great job staying with it. Overpass comes right back to him off the Serpan attack. Now Hedrick going cross court, but Webb is home. And they're going to call a violation up at the net on Schnitta. That was one of those where there was no ill will on it. She wasn't even making a play on the ball. Just happened to turn into the net, turn back into the net. Tough break for Blue Valley Southwest, but against Spring Hill right now, got to try to take advantage of a couple of these breaks. There's another one as that ball handling error there on Alexis Webb. That one just slipped right through her hands as she was trying to set it. And now Kate Schnitta wants a timeout as Blue Valley Southwest is giving away a couple of sloppy points right there and brought the Broncos back into it, 15-13. Spring Hill still trailing, but a little bit of the momentum starting to turn their way, hopefully, as they are in must-win spot right now after dropping the first set 25-19. Erica Buck coaching her squad up, sends them back out onto the floor, and it'll be Kate Frakes who continues to serve here for the Broncos. One timeout remaining each way here in the second set. Frakes ready, gets the go-ahead, and here we go. Into the net, service there. Her second of the match. Replaced by Rex Rote. 16-13. Howard back in, number 9 there for Blue Valley Southwest. Taus sends that serve way deep. Didn't have any topspin on it. Just kind of knuckled its way across and way off the back line. 16-14. Now sophomore Kate Milroy. Pelfrey back set to Schnitta. Powerful attack off the arms of Rexroth, and it's 17-14 Blue Valley Southwest on Schnitta's 7th kill. Schnitta now on the serve. Roll shot across, and now Schnitta back set for Kerr. Down the line, good play by Rexroth. Back row attack from Stevenson, hit into the net. Four-point advantage, Blue Valley Southwest. Gardner back set to Hedrick. Popped up in the air by Taus, doing her job as the defensive specialist in the back row. Now Gardner will send it out left to Hedrick on the other side of the floor. A little tap over and dinks it in there to make it 18-15. Mariah Hess ready for the serve with Spring Hill trailing by 3. Needing the win to force us into a third. Off the block goes Kerr. Now Rexroth, that's real tight to the net. Kerr goes ahead and sends it back over on one contact. Really kind of gave a break maybe to the Spring Hill Broncos, but then the pass from Hess goes up tight to the net with nobody home. Gardner's went sprawling underneath the net to try to get it. But after all of it, it's 19-15 Blue Valley Southwest. Gardner sets it up for Allie Frank, who's got just enough space in the back corner. Now 19-16 with senior Caitlin Rexroth to serve. Schnitta back set to Stockman. Frakes along with Stevens have got a block up there on it, and then Frakes puts it right back down. Spring Hill within 2. Good serve by Rexroth. Win at Nolte, who gets it back from Schnitta. One arm up by Rexroth over near the bench, and it goes over top of the bench. No play to be had for both Jalen Stevenson and Mariah Hess, who are both giving chase after it. So a 20-17 lead for the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves. Gardner back to Stevenson, right down the line. That one's money, and it's 20-18. Serpan back for Milroy. Gardner to serve. Want to make your run right now before Blue Valley Southwest gets too close to that 25 number. And Nolte, tip over. Rexroth brings it back to Stevenson. Goes back corner, and Jalen Stevenson on the roll shot finds her 7th kill. It's a 1-point deficit now for the Broncos. And a timeout, Blue Valley Southwest. That's their final second set timeout. Blue Valley Southwest leads by 1, but Spring Hill still has the serve in their favor as they try to climb all the way back. This match is so similar to the first match these two teams played back on the 19th of September. Blue Valley Southwest won 25-22 in the first before it took some extra points to win the second set as Spring Hill came back and won the second one 27-25 and then controlled the third to win 25-17. But so similar today has been with a back and forth first set that Blue Valley Southwest ended up pulling out 25-19. And then again, a situation where Spring Hill's having to try to chase points, come from behind in the second set to extend it and give themselves a chance. Not all the way back yet, but a point away from at least tying it back up. Schnitta bumps it out high to Stockman. Roll shot over the block, and now Gardner sends it out to Stevenson, who's had the last couple of points for him. That time had it blocked. Rexroth with a down ball back to the left corner to Taus. Back set from Schnitta to Stockman, and she sails it out to tie this at 20. Daphne Gardner now with a chance to put Spring Hill in front here in the second set. A spot they have not been in yet. Schnitta sets it up for Nolte. Good job by Frakes and Serpan up there on the block. Now Stockman trying to tip over top of the block. Frakes stayed with it. Stevenson from the 10-foot line. Diving dig by Taus. Out to Nolte. Redirects off the block, and it's a kill for Nolte. 21-20, Blue Valley Southwest. Spring Hill does have one more timeout. If this lead gets to multiple points, you'll probably see Coach Book use it, but that's not going to happen there as Pelfrey fires the serve into the net, 21-all. Hedrick replaces Hess. And arguably their best server, Jalen Stevenson, ready to go for Spring Hill. In crunch time here, 21-21 in the second set, a must-win for Spring Hill to force the third. Just cleared the net for Stevenson on a good serve. Nolte from off the net, had it blocked by Frakes and Hedrick. And for the first time in the second set, Spring Hill's on top, 22-21. Stevenson puts the right hand into it. Knuckleball lands right on the back line. She needed every centimeter of the floor, and she got it. Kate Schnitta arguing that it was out of bounds. But the line judge said in. It's an ace for Stevenson. Her second of this match, and it's now a 2-point lead for the Broncos. That one was out, though. Went a little bit further on that serve and didn't have any further to go. She used every bit she could on the last one. So 23-22. 1-point lead for Spring Hill. Nolte serves for Blue Valley Southwest. Gardner back set for Serpan. Cross court's dug up. It comes right back over on one contact, though. Rexroth bumps it back to Serpan. Deflects off the top of the block. Pelfrey back set for Schnitta. 10 feet off the net. She goes cross court for the kill and ties it at 23-all. Nolte on the serve for the Timberwolves. Gardner gets a good pass from Rexroth. Back set goes to Serpan. Dug by Pelfrey. Schnitta on the second contact sends it across and right in to the body of Daphne Gardner for her 9th kill, and now sets up match point for Blue Valley Southwest, but not before Erica Book will take her final timeout. So Schnitta with back-to-back kills when Blue Valley Southwest needed their star the most. She delivered, and now it'll be Spring Hill's turn to see if they can come up with a big-time play when they need one most. The season is bigger, of course, than an undefeated record, but that's, for the moment anyway, what's at stake here. Blue Valley Southwest trying to put an end to the 24-0 start for Spring Hill. They're a point away from doing it. Will the Broncos hold off? Here's Nolte to serve. Match point for Blue Valley Southwest. Rexroth to Gardner. Out to the freshman Hedrick, and she keeps the Broncos alive. How about that? The serve received by the senior. Passed the torch up to a pair of freshmen, Gardner to Hedrick, on the biggest point of this match, and they delivered to tie it at 24. Now Kate Frakes will serve for the Broncos. Neither team with a timeout remaining. Tough serve there by Frakes. Pelfrey back set to Schnitta. Dug by Gardner. They got a chance now. Stevenson trying to bump set it out, I think, to Serpan. It ended up going across the net, though. They keep it alive, and then Allie Frank coffin corners it there to put Spring Hill on top 25-24. Well, they needed extra points to win the second set last time they played. They're going to need at least one extra point now. 25-24. Frakes now with with set point for the Broncos. Up to Schnitta, tipped over the block, diving effort. And Stevenson said she got underneath of it and kept it up, but they're going to say it came off the floor. So a kill for Schnitta on the tip, her 10th kill of the match. And we're even at 25 all. Serve coming up from Taus. Knotted at 25. Stevenson to Rexroth. Up to the front, Hedrick. Sets it over the net, and now Taus bumps it outside left to Kerr. Got caught up against the block, able to get it back over though. Gardner, Rexroth, back row, Stevenson on the attack. Dug up by Schnitta. Bump set out to Kerr on the left side. Cross court dug by Rexroth. Gardner goes back set, Serpan flying up to it. Pinball back across. Gardner will have another chance. This time shoots it out to Hedrick off the block into the corner. No, it did not touch it. Well, they're arguing there was a touch. Line judge on the back side says there was a touch. So the officials are going to discuss here. Initial call was out, but the line judge on the Spring Hill side of the net had called touch. So the two officials are discussing it, and it is a point Spring Hill. A touch at the net. Samantha Schnitta, the captain for Blue Valley Southwest, pleading their case for that call with the up official. But the touch gives the point and the kill to Hedrick and Spring Hill. Now it's set point for Kate Milroy and the Broncos. Pelfrey back set. They go back to Schnitta, of course. She hammers it into the back row. Stevenson able to get it up, but just not enough room for Rexroth to get underneath of that up against the bleachers, and we're tied back at 26. What a back and forth this has been. 26 all here in the second. Blue Valley Southwest trying to win this match. Spring Hill trying to force us into a third, which I guarantee with the way this is going is going to be exciting if it gets there. Service error from Samantha Schnitta, and it's now 27-26 Broncos. It'll be Mariah Hess who comes in to serve, and a chance to push us into the third. Served over by Hess. Schnitta out to Stockman. It goes off the antenna, and that will send us to a third set, 28-26. Spring Hill rallies from behind to force us into a winner-take-all third set for the Spring Hill Round Robin Tournament Championship. These two teams played a thriller a couple of weeks ago, and they may have outdone it to this point again here tonight. It's been a good one. We're back for the third and final set right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. This is Bronco Volleyball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
We're off to the third set in what's been a incredible match between Spring Hill and Blue Valley Southwest. The Timberwolves of Blue Valley Southwest took the first set 25-19, and it took some extra points and then some for Spring Hill to rally from behind and win the second set 28-26. So winner take all, third set to 25 coming up. Both these teams 3-0 today, each with one match remaining after this, but that means the winner of this match here will be the winner of the tournament. And for Spring Hill, obviously they want to win their home tournament, but they want to keep that undefeated record alive too, and it looked like it was going to be in jeopardy most of the way through that second set. They didn't take their first lead until 22-21 of that second set right there. So they were able to play from behind the whole time, ended up winning at 28-26. And now we'll go to the third where Blue Valley Southwest will have the serve first. Frakes, Stevenson, and Gardner up front. Milroy, Hess, and Rexroth on the back row. It's Pelfrey to serve for Blue Valley Southwest, and we're underway. Gardner, back set on a slide to Frakes. Tips over the block, but Towns plays it. Pelfrey back set to Schnitta. Cross court is off a block, stayed up by the chicken wing from Schnitta. Now Gardner, outside left, Stevenson. Good dig on the cross court by Taus. Tapped over by Schnitta. Quickly Gardner back to Stevenson. Tries to go cross court again, but Schnitta once again able to block it. A lot of action up at the net that time, both sides. And eventually, the point won by Blue Valley Southwest. The Timberwolves go up 1-0. Gardner into the middle to Stevenson, and she's able to put this one home. Stevenson leads the team in this match with 8 kills. Schnitta on the opposite side with 11 kills to lead the way for the Timberwolves. Each are their team leader respectively for the season in kills as well. Pelfrey with a back set to Nolte. Off-speed shot play by Gardner, and now Serpan unable to put it down for the Broncos. Nolte will try again, going cross court, one arm up by Gardner. Back to Stevenson, who fires away at Kerr. She goes down low to dig it, and now we've got a replay. Did a ball come into play? What? I guess I didn't see what caused the replay point there. They're going to replay the point. I didn't see. Maybe a ball came into play with the other teams warming up on court 2 right beside us. So we'll replay the point. Reset it. Gardner to Serpan. Nothing comes of that. And now Nolte, free ball over. But it was Gardner who had to take the first contact. So that took the setter and took him out of system. Nolte again, miss hit. And it's 2-1 Spring Hill. Daphne Gardner ready to serve. And there's a lift called against the setter, Pelfrey. The initial pass from Schnitta had her caught up tight to the net. A 3-1 lead for Spring Hill. Nolte into the block. Schnitta to the back row. Here comes Stevenson off the block, and that's a point for Blue Valley Southwest. Heck and Schnitta putting the block up there. Miranda Nolte sends it over. Gardner to Stevenson. Big swing from Jalen, but it went off the top of the net. No block, so a fourth hit then came from Spring Hill. 3-3. Rexroth to Gardner. Quick to the center for Frakes. And Schnitta ricochets it off of Rexroth and then 8 rows deep up into the bleachers. 4-3 Blue Valley Southwest. Nolte misfires on that serve. Evens us at 4. Alexis Webb now in to play the back row for Nolte on the Blue Valley Southwest side. Jalen Stevenson to serve for the Broncos. Hedrick also checks in now, replacing Hess in the Spring Hill lineup. Sets up to Schnitta, and she is turned away by Kate Frakes and Addie Hedrick. Second block for that pair. (5-4) Spring Hill, the 1-point lead. Pelfrey sends it out high left to Kerr. That off the block will go for a kill for Rachel Kerr. Just her third, tied at 5. Unsurprisingly, we go back and forth, point for point. These two teams have basically matched each other all the way since the first point of the first set. And here we are, 5-5 in the third. Gardner out to Hedrick, and that caught the line. No, it did not. Beg your pardon. I thought it looked like it was right down that line, but was just outside of the line instead. So Hedrick barely misfires, and it's 6-5 Blue Valley Southwest. Gardner into the center. Frakes tips over top of the block and down. Trying to get underneath it, but with the flat pancake palm was Pelfrey, but couldn't get there. Even at 6 for Kate Frakes. Pelfrey back set to Schnitta. Cross court, and that is out. 7-6 lead now for Spring Hill. Pelfrey out to Kerr. Middle back played by Frakes. Gardner sends it back up top to Hedrick, and she's able to fight it through the block. 7 kills now for the freshman Addie Hedrick, who had a great match against Blue Valley Southwest the last time they played with a team-high 13 kills. And something about this Timberwolves squad Addie Hedrick likes playing against. 8-6 Spring Hill lead. Schnitta tips. Frank played it and can't get it back across though. 8-7 now. Stockman back on for Blue Valley Southwest. Power serve from Schnitta, and now Gardner quick to the middle for Allie Frank. Hammered it into Taos de Libero, but self-defense kept it alive for her. Overpass leads to a put down by Stockman. Back to even we go, 8-all. Into the net as Schnitta has the service error to put the lead back onto the side of Spring Hill. Kate Milroy ready to go for the Broncos. And she returns the service error back. Tied at 9. Rachel Kerr with a serve, and it forces a scramble from Spring Hill. They're unable to return it. 10-9. Serve is in right on the line. So Kerr sends it right down that far line, right at the foot of Stevenson, who let it go. Unfortunately, with the angle that ball's coming, even if Stevenson tried to play that, she'd have had to turn her body outside of the floor, and it would have probably not been a playable for anybody else anyway. So best case scenario, just let it go, hope it goes out. Unfortunately for her, it did not, but Spring Hill gets the point right back after it, so we're back to a one-point match here, 11-10. Serve on the way by Hess. Schnitta with a back set for Stockman, but it's denied by Stevenson and Frank. Tied at 11 now. Hess jumps in the air, sends the serve across. Schnitta back out to Nolte. With it behind her, wasn't able to get a clean hit on it. Roll shot over top of the block for Jalen Stevenson as she picks up her 9th kill. The lead back to Spring Hill at 12-11. The target is 25. It might take more than that with as tight as this third set has been. Back and forth they go. But the first to 25, pending a 2-point lead, is going to be the winner of this tournament. Miscommunication for Blue Valley Southwest. Nobody was there after the sets, so now it's 13-11. Spring Hill with what feels like a big lead at 2. Taus up to Schnitta. Sets it left to Nolte. Chip is played by Milroy. Gardner out to Stevenson. Off balanced on the attack. Schnitta will send it across the floor to Nolte, and she's able to stick it through the block. Pulls Blue Valley Southwest back within 1. New server coming on, Reese Bates. Replacing Ashlyn Howard. Serve to Stevenson. Gardner will get it right back to Jalen. And missed out deep off the back line. 13 all. Stevenson going to get it again from Gardner. Schnitta with the dig over near the bench. Nolte runs into Kerr, got it across, but right there was Jalen Stevenson to redirect it down. 10 kills from Jalen Stevenson. It's a 1-point lead for Spring Hill. Served by Rexroth. Schnitta. Bump set out to Stockman. Gardner will bump set it herself. Back over to Stevenson. Taus digs the cross court. Now Nolte trying to go down the line. Tipped once, tipped twice, and it's down. 14 all. Pelfrey, 3 aces in this match. She's had a couple of service errors, though, as well, and now she's 3-3. 3 aces, 3 errors. And a 15-14 Spring Hill lead. Neither team has had to use a timeout yet in this third, as the back and forth has done enough of that for each coach. They haven't had to try to squash any momentum because neither team can get any separation. Service error sends it back to Blue Valley Southwest, tied at 15. Gardner into the middle to Kate Frakes, and just enough redirect off the block that Taus couldn't get there on a dive. 16-15, Spring Hill with the lead. Jalen Stevenson right in front of the students from Spring Hill to serve it away for the Broncos. And she hits it into the net. That's her 3rd service error this match. Right over there in front of the Stompin' Stable. Serve on the way from Taus for Blue Valley Southwest. Knotted at 16. Gardner out to Hedrick. And deep on the attack makes it 17-16 Blue Valley Southwest. Another serve on the way here for the Timberwolves. Taus. Stevenson to Gardner. Quick to the middle of Frakes. Slaps it into the back corner, and that is a point, though, for Blue Valley Southwest. They call a lift. I think they're calling it on the set, not the attack, but perhaps it was on the attack. Really, either way, it doesn't matter. It's a lift called against Spring Hill, which means Blue Valley Southwest has opened up a 2-point lead, and it forces Erica Book to take her first of 2 timeouts here in the third set. 18-16, Blue Valley Southwest on top. They'll have the serve when we come back out of this timeout, but back and forth they go. I'm trying to put together in my mind whether either team has even led by more than 2 points yet in this third set. I don't think they have. It's been back and forth, as tight as you could be. Blue Valley Southwest won set number 1, 25-19. And Spring Hill won set number 2, 28-26. Gardner, back set to Serpan. Rejected and now dumped over on second contact, but no room to get it home. And there will be some space there for Samantha Schnitta. Didn't have the block set up in time in front of her. Gave her a clean swing at it, and it's 19-16, Blue Valley Southwest. A 3-point lead feels like you're way out in front with the way this third set has gone back and forth. Frakes cuts it around the block and just caught the line for a much-needed point right there for Spring Hill, 19-17. So after the kill from Frakes, she'll be the server now for the Broncos. Serve goes to Towns deep in the middle back. Kerr on the cross court, redirected over, but out of bounds. Stevenson sprawling down to the floor to dig that attack by Kerr. Didn't really have any option of where to send it on the return. She was just trying to keep it alive. Almost dropped it into that back corner. 20-17. Schnitta serves for Blue Valley Southwest. Gardner out to Hedrick. Tips over top of the block. Schnitta comes sliding in on her legs to make the play. And then a cross-court kill good for Stockman. A cross-court attack in for the kill. And it's now 21-17 Blue Valley Southwest. Both teams have their best attacker in the back row right now with Schnitta serving and Jalen Stevenson middle back. There's a big service error from Schnitta, her third of this match, and it's now 21-18. Spring Hill with the point back, and they need a run now. Kate Milroy, little 5'1" sophomore on the serve. Schnitta, back set to Kerr, dug by Milroy. Sets the back roll for Stevenson, who, they're going to say, who are they calling that on? They're calling a back row, an illegal back row attack on the libero, Rexroth. Tough break for Spring Hill as Stevenson had put that one in on the back line. Erica Book still argued about that last call, but to no avail, and it's 22-18 Blue Valley Southwest. Timberwolves the lead and the serve. Gardner back set to Hedrick. Hammered it off the block, but it's kept in play. And now Allie Frank with a big swing on the right arm. Kept alive by Blue Valley Southwest. Gardner this time will try out to Hedrick on the left, and she ricochets it off the block. 8 kills from Hedrick, 22-19. Getting down to the wire here. And Samantha Schnitta, the captain for Blue Valley Southwest, requesting a towel where they went sprawling onto the floor over there. She wants to wipe up a spot over on the floor to avoid slipping and sliding over in that area. 22-19, Blue Valley Southwest with the lead. Mariah Hess serving some crucial points here for Spring Hill. Good first serve. Schnitta goes back set to Stockman, and they're going to have to replay the point as a volleyball from the other match snuck its way over onto our floor. probably a break for Spring Hill as they had a nice setup out there for Stockman. So replay the point, has to serve. Schnitta goes opposite Stockman, this time to Nolte, and the Timberwolves capitalize on the 9th kill of the match from Miranda Nolte to make it 23-19. And now Reese Bates back in to serve. Timberwolves go to a freshman here in a 23-19 spot late in the third set. Daphne Gardner, quick back set to Allie Frank. Block was on it. Now out to Stevenson. No block on that one, though. (23-20). Schnitta with a back set. Out to Stockman down the line. And a kill for the sophomore Taylor Stockman. Gives Blue Valley Southwest another chance at match point. They had a couple of chances in the second set, couldn't put it away. Now they've got another one here, and Spring Hill needs a big rally, down 24-20. Gardner into the center for Stevenson, and there's a game-ending block by Samantha Schnitta. 25-21, or 25-20 rather. The final in the third set as Blue Valley Southwest upsets the number 2 ranked Spring Hill Broncos to not only secure themselves the win of this tournament, but also it hands Spring Hill their first loss of the season. Broncos dropped to 24-1, and their 37-match regular season winning streak comes to an end, while Blue Valley Southwest, now 4-0 today, improves to 12-10 on the season. We'll take a timeout, come back, and wrap things up from this match for you right after this on the Shoemaker Collision postgame show.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Price Chopper has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need, from apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Plus, the Spring Hill Price Chopper is now your home for Dunkin' Donuts. Locally owned and operated, Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
This is Bronco Volleyball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome into the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show here on Spring Hill Sports Live. First loss of the season for the Spring Hill Broncos. They fall in 3 sets to Blue Valley Southwest. 25-19, 26-28, 25-20. Blue Valley Southwest wins it, and they improve to 12-10. They wrap up the championship of this Spring Hill round-robin tournament with that victory, as both teams still have one more match to go. But worst-case scenario for Blue Valley Southwest, they could have a same record as Spring Hill, but they'd have the head-to-head win. So that's going to wrap it up in their favor. They will still play KC Piper coming up about 3:30 today. For Spring Hill, they also have one more match to go, and that's going to be a matchup with McPherson High School coming up here shortly. But let's wrap up the match we just finished here on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies and can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or by calling 913-592-0095. Samantha Schnitta led the way for Blue Valley Southwest as she's done all year, and she filled up the stat sheet in this one. 12 kills, 4 blocks, and a couple of aces to help the Timberwolves to the upset victory. Brooke Pelfrey, 1 kill and 3 aces. Rachel Kerr, 3 kills, 1 ace. Ashlyn Howard with 2 blocks. Lauren Heck with 2 kills and 2 blocks. Taylor Stockman with 5 kills. And Miranda Nolte, 9 kills and 1 block. Overall, Blue Valley Southwest ended up with 6 aces in this match. And they again misfired on the service line with, 3, 6, 9, 10 service errors. But for Spring Hill, who last time took advantage of having half as many service errors as Blue Valley Southwest, this time around, though, they answered with 9 service errors of their own to the 10 from Blue Valley Southwest. And Spring Hill, to go along with the 9 service errors, only had 2 service aces compared to the 6 that came back from Blue Valley Southwest. Individually for the Broncos, their leading attacker was once again Jalen Stevenson. 11 kills, 1 block, and 2 aces for Jalen Stevenson in the match. Addie Hedrick with 8 kills and a pair of blocks. Allie Frank with 4 kills and 2 blocks. Kate Frakes, 4 kills, 2 blocks as well. And Riley Serpan with 5 kills for the Spring Hill attack. In the end, though, it was a 3-set victory for Blue Valley Southwest. And they are now 12-10. Spring Hill is now 24-1 on the season. All right, well, that's going to wrap things up for this match. And we're going to close out of this broadcast. We'll fire up the next one shortly as it's Spring Hill and McPherson High School coming up in the final match for those two teams here at the 2019 Spring Hill Round Robin Volleyball Tournament. So one more match to go, but again, the final here in this 4th match of the day. Blue Valley Southwest wins it 2-1. They take the first 25-19. Spring Hill gets the second 28-26, but Blue Valley Southwest with the win in the third, 25-20. One more match to go here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
It's time for Bronco Volleyball on Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Price Chopper, Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial, the Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Cedar Lake Village, Crown Realty, the Elliott Insurance Group, Prime Accounting Solutions, Farmers Insurance, Leah Smith Agency, Tri-Century Bank, Allstate, Libby Clark Agency, the Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Spring Hill Fitness, Perfect Detail Salon, and Whitesell Optometry.
5.